Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to the stock of the day. Synlait Milk, ticker SM1, New Zealand-based company that has been in the doldrums over the past few years. In fact, I think, if I remember correctly, the share price reached a high of about $12 in 2018 and it fallen all the way down to 20 or 30 cents, which is the indication of a low-quality company that has a bit of seasonality, cyclicality, that sort of thing. And this is not the sort of company I would own for the long term. But I'm always open to owning companies just as a trade. And in fact, I have done exactly that on the morning of January 24, 2025, because the company released something quite positive and bullish. And looks like the share price might be breaking out after going sideways for quite a while. We'll have a look at that chart of Synlait Milk later in the video. But first, why did I take a position in this company on the morning of January 24, 2025? It all comes back to a really good announcement from the company. And that is one of the things I do look for. I look for bullish announcements, and then I look for possible breakouts, and I also look for a pretty good volume coming through. If I see those three things, I'm a good chance of taking a position in a company, and that's why I did that with Synlait Milk today. Now, I actually bought near open. A lot of times I don't usually do that, but this was a bullish enough announcement that I'm willing to take a little bit more risk. Anyway, so the other thing I should mention, Synlait Milk is listed on the New Zealand Stock Exchange. When I had a look at this announcement, the next thing I did is I went to New Zealand Stock Exchange just to see how Synlait Milk was trading, and it was up 20 to 25% at that point in time. Okay, so before we have a look at the announcement that has seen a bit of an increased interest in this company, let's go back 6 months ago. Now, this company has been in the doldrums. If you have a look at the announcements of this company over the past year, they've gone through a couple of raising. They needed to raise a fair bit of money. There was a possibility this company would not make it, that sort of thing. And then in July, well, this could have been before that, capital raising. In July, they did withdraw guidance. Now, typically, if a company withdraws guidance, that is not good news. Now, their expected EBITDA was at the lower end of the range between 45 and 60 million. So then they withdrew that, and that means more than likely the company would have EBITDA lower than 45 million. But the results came in. They released their results in September. I think it was late September. And EBITDA adjusted, total group EBITDA came in at 45.2 million. Total group unadjusted EBITDA at negative 4.1 million. Profitable, not profitable. In fact, they had a loss of 182.1 million and revenue of 1.64 billion. And probably the only reason I was following this company at all at this point in time was because of the chart. We'll have a look at that again in a second. Now, other than that, I didn't really care about this company. And then the thing that could turn around my care factor in a company can be a simple announcement that starts with return to profitability. That really piqued my interest. In fact, the announcement was titled in ComSec and ASX as return to profitability with half year 25 guidance provided. And I just had to open up this announcement. And then I read it through it and I went, whoa, this is really good. This is really good. So don't forget that adjusted EBITDA of 45.1 million for the full year in 2024. Now they're guiding for EBITDA in this half year of 58 to 63 million dollars. Significant increase on last year's full year EBITDA, adjusted EBITDA. And I'll be honest with you, that sort of EBITDA for a company that has a market cap of, it's not high, 277 million. Not sure how much debt this company has. That's the other thing I'd need to look at, because the enterprise value could be a fair bit more than 277 million. But that does sound really intriguing. And probably the other important thing is why. Why has the business turned around? And they do go into some explanations. This significant performance uplift is driven by new business development, driving growth in advanced nutrition products, strong performance of the ingredients business driven by improved management of foreign exchange and an optimized product mix, and continued cost control driven by reduced consultancy spend, headcount reductions, and improved optimization for the North Island assets. So a pretty good update from Synlait Milk. They talk about some other things here that I don't really care about. Okay, so let's have a look at the chart for Synlait Milk and why I put a bid in at 44 cents before the market actually opened on the ASX. It all makes sense in a second. It's not MetaVisor. It is Synlait Milk, ticker SM1. 1. Now, what we're going to do is have a look at the daily chart. So, in fact, the 11th of July share price actually rallied 47.83%. What happened on the 11th of July? Was that 11th of July? Oh, okay, that was SML receives update on A2 milk voting intentions. And they withdrew guidance 6 days later. And it doesn't look like that sort of withdrawn guidance didn't do anything to the chart at all. In fact, that was the bottom. Just before that was the bottom in the share price, which was around 20 cents. And then the share price went sideways for about 5 months. I always love these basing, these consolidation periods, because you see decrease in volatility. And when you see a decrease in volatility over a certain amount of time, eventually there will be increase in volatility. And the most important thing is which way the share price will move, up or down. And in this case, we've seen a breakout. Share price has moved above this consolidation range, and it's on pretty big volume, and it's on the back of a positive announcement. Now, the reason I put a bid in at 44 cents will become obvious in 1 second. Here we go. There it is. All I did was look at the previous high in this consolidation range, and that high was reached on 20th of August, and that high was 44.5 cents. So all I did was put it at the top of that peak. And that was, I'd say, in a way, that was a resistance zone. So I'd say between about 44 cents and maybe 42 cents was a resistance zone. Now, trading today, share price actually did fall to 42 cents and then rallied quite hard. Share price currently is just above that breakout level. So this is looking like a potential breakout. Now, for those more risk averse than I am, because I took a position about 30 minutes after open, maybe you could just wait. Just confirm that this is a breakout. But this is the sort of thing I'm always waiting for. I don't care about the quality of the company. I don't care, this could be a dog stock. They have just released a really positive announcement. And they could release further positive announcements during the next year. And the share price could go on a massive rally. It could. Now, I don't think the share price will ever go back up to its highs. And that highs was $12 back in 2018. I don't think the share price will get up back up to that level. But what if? What if it did? What if it did? Over the next 6 years, it got back up to those levels. We're talking of a massive, well, what's that? That's a 30 bagger over a certain period of time. So I wouldn't count on that, but that is a possible, just a possible top of the expectations range you might have. Okay, that's really all I have for this stock of the day video on Synlait milk. Why I took a position, a fairly bullish announcement from the company, potential breakout, and also a really good volume coming through. If you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.